Listen, let's stop this now. Let's stop it now. There is no village. Let me tell you, young girls, what nobody's going to tell you. You got 3 kids at 24 years old. You're getting ready to struggle. You're getting ready to cry. You're getting ready to be depressed. You're getting ready to want to unalive yourself. Okay? You're so in love with the baby daddy and you keep laying on your back. You're going to be alone. Your friends that all think your baby's cute, while they're out twerking something cute in a cute little pretty girl, an outfit arrangement, you're going to be home with those babies. Drowning in postpartum. Drowning in depression. Drowning in your mistakes and decisions. And all your friends, I'm your friend. No, ain't no friends, babe. That's just what they are. Your friends. They're not your baby dad. Nobody's going to tell you. Your mother's not going to tell you. Your father's not going to tell you. You're going to find out when you call them because you have a job interview and nobody can watch your kid. And they're home. They're off that day. You're going to find out when you're down to the change in the middle of your console to put gas in your car. That love ain't all that.
She preaching.
Love takes hostages and will leave you and your kids in poverty and turmoil. So buckle the up.
This is the type of message that I think that young girls need to hear and experience, because what I've been seeing on social media is everybody celebrating every single person that gets pregnant, regardless of what their history is of getting pregnant, regardless of whether or not they are married, regardless of whether or not they have a sufficient amount of income to be able to take care of these kids. We know what it takes and how you're going to suffer, which is one of the reasons why we are so on you. We are on you every single day. I am pushing. A lot of people like to say, oh, Anton, you be getting mad at women. I see my homeboy at the gas station today, and he was taking his kids to the library, and he said, hey, yo, time, because I was walking back to my car. And shout out to my dog, Dialis. He said, yo, time, take it easy on the ladies a little bit. And I was like, I think about it, but I want y'all to do better. I do. I don't want you out here struggling. There is no award that comes along with being a single mother, because 98, 99% of the time you are going to suffer. Your children are going to suffer. You are putting your children if you love your children so much, why would you put them at a disadvantage compared to what the standard should be in the culture and the community? And why would you leave them out to dry instead of giving them what they need in order to be successful? And what they need is a strong family, not just a father, because you'll misinterpret this and say, well, it's just good co-parenting. No, they need a strong family structure. They need their mother and their father inside of the home with them. If you are unwilling and unable to accomplish that, if you cannot cross the barrier to put your children in a better situation, then you need to refrain from getting pregnant. I ain't even said refrain from having sex. I think you should refrain from having sex because ultimately that's the thing that leads to pregnancy. And I don't think that y'all disciplined enough to actually refrain from getting pregnant if you decide to have sex. And that's why you see so many women eliminating their babies as a form of contraception. And that is not contraception. That is, in my opinion, murder. That is murder. And so I am trying to convince people, I am trying to give them the blueprint to what success looks like by telling you, do not have children out of wedlock. Do not put yourself at a disadvantage. Don't set yourself up to where you got to get a super high paying job at some point so that you can then pay for daycare, or you got to keep them in latchkey and after school programs, or you're going to be in this forever poverty cycle, right? Or even worse, and this is the thing that I really hated to see growing up, because a lot of people used to come over our house and play ball and all of that. The oldest child then becomes the parent of the younger ones because you refuse to stop having children. Their whole life is shot. They can't go out. They can't do nothing. They don't have no kind of freedom, availability, because you've handicapped them. And every time that they friends, as they in high school, say, hey, you want to go and get some lunch together? They say, no, because I got to go and hurry up and get back to the house because I got to watch my little brother and my little sister. That's something that we don't talk about. We don't talk about that part. We don't have that conversation. We don't add that as a part of the narrative. But everybody just want to say they can do what they want to do when they want to do it, and then y'all be crying on these apps like, "Oh my God, it's so hard. I'm drowning. I gave up all of my dreams." Yep. Everything is over. And I'm not against people that are single, that don't have children, that are older and decide that they just want to chill or they want to wait or they may not want to have children at all because they're not hurting nobody. They're not ruining nobody else's life. So if a person then take that position or a person then takes that stance, I have zero bad to say. If you want to bust it down for a real one, but you're not hurting nobody, I may not necessarily agree with you and your decisions morally, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. We live in America. You have the freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it, but you're not hurting nobody else. You're not forcing taxpayers to take care of your children as a result of it. You're not sitting here getting on welfare in Section 8 and acting like you're entitled and then getting mad when then, our federal government or Trump says, no, we need to scale back the type of food that you're feeding your children because that's not healthy. It's just the facts. Let her cook.
Because I'm going to tell you what nobody's telling you. Them fucking babies are yours. And that man ain't never going to fucking change.
Facts.
This shit is hard. And I have more than a lot of you bitches. And I'm...
No, those men are not going to change because they get the same person and they have children by them and they think that things is going to change.
Struggling. So let me tell you bitches what nobody will. Let me tell you what nobody will. Especially you young girls who keep laying on your fucking backs having all these babies thinking it's cute. I know what you're going through behind closed doors. I know you're crying yourself to fucking sleep. I know you're overstimulated and you're being a mean fucking mom. I know what the fuck is going on.
She cooking.
So you can try to post your pictures and their cute little dresses and their shirts. But baby, I got two. One's with my ex-husband from a very formal relationship, okay? By the book. And the other is from a narcissist that I got with after.
All right, I don't know about the whole narcissist thing because, that's a blanket statement that women like to use, but he wasn't a narcissist when you opened up your legs. But the message is still the same, and I think that she's absolutely accurate that the reason why we still hold you accountable when you become a baby mama is because you knew who that guy was before you decided to get in a relationship with him. You knew he wasn't nothing. You knew he didn't have no job. You knew he wasn't stable. You knew he already had children all over the city with other women. And so you chose to ignore those signs. And even though we hold him accountable, it doesn't absolve you from being accountable for having children and placing them in an environment that's not going to be best for them or not going to be conducive for where they grow up. And then you want to act like it's systematic. Oh my God, we oppressed, we victims. No, you have made bad life decisions and you don't get a do-over. You don't get a do-over. It's your fault. Stop having children out of wedlock. Stop aligning yourself and busting it open for a real one if you don't want to get pregnant. Stop getting with people and having sex when you poor and start getting your life together. There's 1,000 different forms of contraception. You telling me you can't find one? And I know, because these guys tell me every day on these panels, every day in the comments, every day in my emails, they not making us wear no condoms. All right, and then I have to get on him. So you don't see what I say to him. I have to get on him. Yo, just because she ain't making you wear one don't mean that you shouldn't be responsible, big dog. Get your life together, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then I'll be thinking to myself, like, so y'all just letting anybody just be able to do whatever they want to do? You're not even worried about no diseases. You're not worried about none of that. You just don't care. You're just letting it fly. That's just it. Okay, well, listen, if that's how you plan it, just don't complain when you get kicked off of Section 8 because I'm tired of our tax dollars going in to support something that I don't volunteer to pay for. I was responsible. I think you should be too. And that's not a privilege. That's not haughty of me. That's not mighty rich of me. That's just being responsible. You ain't got to have a lot of money to be responsible. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Always like to give credit where credit is due, so that link is going to be in the description also. Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.